Alright, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment. Mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students really. It's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, and when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit the like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. Good morning, everybody. It is June 22nd, Tuesday. So here we are with QCOM. It's switching right now, so it's to the short side. We're getting ready to jump into QCOM short, 600 shares, and we got about a minute and a half left. Hopefully we have a nice focused green day today. That would be nice. I could use one of those. But yeah, we got QCOM on deck right now, and we got a few other things we're eyeballing. APPS possibly. APPS. It's borderline permission, but if this candle gets a little bigger, it'll be a big giant tower candle, and that makes it not so great either. All working inside a consolidation zone, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And QCOM looks like it might be changing its mind. I'm not sure if this will be a trade or not. But we got about a minute left in QCOM. And yep. All right. So this could be a crazy morning. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So we got 5 seconds for QCOM. See if it switches in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're short QCOM. All right, QCOM, let's get like a nice winner here, man. Like a 2 or 3R would be awesome. Let's do it. Part of me says I should move that speed bump to high of day, but I think we're in a good spot right there because if it breaks that, chances are it is going to be going higher. Move my share size back to 600 so I don't forget. Okay, QCOM coming into the target here. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel these 2 orders. We got 600 shares queued up. So the target's 133.47. So as soon as we can break through a little bit, because it's coming in kind of hard here. So I'm going to try to let it break through and then put my stop so it backs me up. I'm short, so I'm going to buy to get out. 57 or 47 is what I'm looking at to be on the ask. So it looks like it hit the target. It did hit the target on the bid, but it didn't hit it on the ask. So after this candle closes, I'll be looking to get out if it doesn't allow me to put my stop in at the target price. 47. Okay, here we go. All right, 47. Oh, come on, let's go. Get a little deeper in there so I can give it a chance to run. We got 45 seconds for this candle to close, which means it may retrace back up a little bit and leave a little tail or a wick. Okay, 42. So I put my stop in at 47. If it backs up and gets me out, good trade. All right, looks like it's going to, maybe. It's going to leave a little wick or a tail before this candle closes in 20 seconds. Or is it just going to close solid? Let's see what it does. All right, looking good, QCOM. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Go back down. Keep on going. Give me 2 or 3R, please. It's been a while. All right. Okay, cool. So we got our trade, 157 bucks. So right now we're back on the scaling ladder to the 150 risk reward. So we just picked up our 157. So a good way to start the day. Let's hopefully we can get a couple more of those in and make a little more money today. All right, we got JD switching over here now. So JD on the switch back, we trade it. So looking like a trade here. That's a pretty massive run up. We'll see if this just wants to retrace a little, or we'll see what JD ends up doing to us. But we're queued up with our shares. I'll hit enter in there again just to make sure. And we got 30 seconds, and then we'll be jumping to JD, get my tools ready. All right, let's do it, JD. Let's make some money. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in JD short with 365 shares because the risk reward's $150 per trade. So switch, it's $300 total if we have to switch speed bump it. But per side, $150 risk reward. Okay, we're gonna set up a speed bump here for 730 shares. CVS, we're going a little big on 1,200. Don't do it, JD. Don't do it. If I didn't have CVS setting up right now, I'd probably add to my position on JD, really close to risk. Could be in this channel right here, and I probably could have made some good money on that one, but I want to have buying power for CVS, so I'm just going to leave JD alone. But yeah, I mean, you could see I already be making a bunch here. I could almost be looking to take that half off, whatever I added, I could almost take off right now and lower my risk. Okay, so CVS, we got about 20 seconds. It's in a support zone, if you will, but it looks like it may be breaking that now. So we'll see. Hopefully CVS will be an easy trade. We'll get in. We'll go straight down, hopefully. Get the right tool on here. And 10 seconds on CVS. Come on, JD. Down, down, down. Let's go hit this target. Whatever. Before you do anything, come to this target. All right, CVS in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're short CVS on the simple switch day trading strategy, the normal simple switch day trading strategy. We have our switch from green to red. We got permission down here indicated by these dashes below the white line, everything below the red line, indicating a short trade on the normal strategy. So very high success rate. So we got a little bit bigger share size, and let's see if we can make some money. Where do we actually get in here? 83.70. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wish I pushed that button just a tad bit sooner. That's our actual entry. Yeah, so you can see over here in JD when we were close to risk, if I could have added to my position, boom, we could have just got out of the trade and made a bunch of money on it and been out without even coming down to the target. but I would have just sold off that half, and then it would have been basically a free trade almost, a very minimal risk. You know, would have lost like 30 bucks, 40 bucks, and then, you know, all upside waiting. So it would have been great to have been able to do that, but is what it is. Come on, CVS, don't do that. Let's go. Come on down here. This could be a breakdown, breakout, fake out to the downside here. We just broke this support area, collect a bunch of shorts, get rid of some longs, and then boost. You know, it could happen. Okay, so we're at risk here with CVS. So I got 1,200. I'm going to boost this to, I forgot, I got to change my max share size. Well, we'll start with 2,000 then. See, again, it's confused on the buying power thing. I hate it when it does this. All right, we'll just have to do it this way. You can see JD building a bunch of support right here. Man, look at that support building up, JD. Are you going to break it and then really crash down or what? What are you going to do with that support that you're building? Okay, we're going to speed bump CVS here in a second, it looks like. Still in a consolidation channel, though. It's a little bit risky, but we're going to go ahead and speed bump it. JD's still thinking about it. I just hope it doesn't boost through with this giant candle, you know. Okay. All right, we're speed bumped over here in CVS. Marking it up. So JD's almost hit its target here. We may be putting our stop into break even here in JD. Canceling that. 365. All right, so what do we got? 4-cent spread. So we're moving our target to our stop to break even plus a couple dollars. Might even be like a small loss there, depending on how the spread is when it gets there. Yep, CVS is still in this consolidation channel. We'll see if it's going to break out of this or not. If it breaks out, it'll be nice. Recover a big chunk of our loss, maybe and turn this into a green trade. Okay, JD's to the target. We got our 365. It's got 4 minutes left before this candle closes, so it's got room to really go. 31, we're at 29. I'm going to give it a little bit more because JD likes to do 2R. So, all right, so 27. Yeah, all right, so we'll put it in for 31 now. And if it backs up, we back up. You know, it is what it is. We got our 1R that we needed to get. All good, and we'll take that trade. But hopefully we'll get lucky, and this will just keep going, and we'll hit this 2R, and then we'll move our stop to 2R. Like right now, it's tempted to sell JD, take my 197, and then bounce out of this, and have JD pay for this loser right here, and still take home 150 from that other trade. It's really tempting to do that, but I'm gonna stay in until the market tells me to get out, and that's when it backs up and hits this, or when it hits this 2R with JD, because that's how JD likes to trade. So trading the same tickers every day, I get to be able to build that relationship with the ticker and understand what it likes to do and what it wants and all that stuff. So I can be more effective trading it. So it's definitely a big bonus to trade the same ticker every day for me. And I don't have to pay for scanners. So that saves me like $2,000 a year or more. So it works out really good to just trade the same ticker, get married to it, know it, see what it likes, and that's it. CVS coming up to high of day here, so definitely going to have some resistance. This could be rejection back down, but we're going to see what it does. If it breaks high of day here, it could easily move to the next level here, and we can have a really nice green day in CVS. So yeah, we're waiting for break a high day is what I'm looking for. So what I am going to do with CVS, since we are at high of day, I could get out of this trade right now and recover a nice $144. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and at least move my stop back up. So reduce the loss on this speed bump if it becomes a loser. Just in case. I don't want to have a double loss here if this rolls over and crashes. But yeah, tempted just to bounce out here. Speed bump is just to recover part of your loss, not necessarily all of it, even though I'd like it to recover all of it. So even if it recovers $100 of my loss right now, it's a good speed bump, So, but we got 5 seconds left for this candle to close. So I'm going to kind of hang out and wait and see what this does. If it does come back in the next candle below this, or is this our little red before we have some nice greens moving forward. JD over here has got a lot of red candles. Will it print some more before it goes green, or will it go green and stop me out? Okay, this next candle for me on CVS will be definitely telltale. As long as nothing breaks below this green candle, we're good. My entry is right there too. So hopefully nothing does break below. But if we do get a close below, I'll be looking for my red candle, green candle exit strategy, and then we'll take what the market gives us, or we'll give the market what it wants to take. Okay, JD is going to stop us out. It looks like six red candles. Looking at that alone, I should have said, you know what, I'm going to bounce out here. 6 red candles. Come on, how many more can it have? 7, 8. It could, but the more red candles you have, the more likely you are to have a green candle, and we're close to my stop. So I probably would have been better just to take my 200. But we'll go for the ride now. We'll see what it ends up doing to us. Come on, CVS, let's go up, man. All right, so we're out of JD there for $146. It's kind of a bummer. I would like it to be at least 150, but whatever. 146 is green, so that'll help pay for this CVS trade if it doesn't go well. All right, so CVS, come on. Okay, so now that I see JD going red again, it's really tempting to get back in. It's like, oh no, I got out early. I need to get back in. Like, that's the first instinct. I want to get back in. So really, really, really tempting to do that. But here's an example. Here's QCOM. So we got out just around here, right? And then it started to go red again. And it was like, oh, if I want to get back in, I should get back in. If I did that on QCOM, I would have got back in somewhere down here on this red candle at the very bottom, right? It would have moved a little bit. I would have got excited. And then look what would have happened. Boom. Would have get back my whole day and then some. So I don't get back into my trades, traders. Like, they hit the targets. And that's it. The strategy is a one-to-one strategy, and you can cut it down with speed bumps if the ticker proves that speed bumps work. But I vet all my stocks without speed bumps. So everything I trade has an 80% win rate without speed bumps. Speed bumps are a bonus for those that it works on. And that's it. It's a one-to-one strategy. After that, it's money for somebody else. I'm not worried about it. And in the scaling ladders, if that doesn't make me enough money on the year, then I need to relook at my trade plan and my scaling ladders and all that stuff in my situation to see if there's a way in that to make the money that I need, not by getting back in and casino trading. I can only trade on a proven statistical probability of success. If there is a proven statistical probability of success for getting back in after I exit and it hits a target, and it's 80% or whatever better, then fine, I could trade it. But if I don't have that, I shouldn't be trading it. Doesn't mean I don't. Trust me, I break the rules. I'm human. But and a lot of times I get punished for it. But that's this is a very good example of why I'm not going to get back in. JD might go all the way, and I'll miss out on that money. But that's for somebody else to trade. I got what I needed. I traded the proper way, put my stop in, gave it a chance to run, all that stuff. And it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. And right now I'm looking at CVS now. So we have our green, re-challenging high of day. This is having a hard time getting through here. So, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes when they get to these resistance and support levels, and they, resistance levels specifically, and they start to go sideways and they just keep banging on it, it can build up some energy for an explosive breakthrough. So not necessarily a bad thing to have it get sideways and start to build energy. If it kind of just goes through a little bit, then sometimes it just breaks right back down. But when we got some energy to break through, it can break through pretty hard. So we'll see what CVS ends up choosing to do. Look at JD with 8 red candles. Man. Yep. Wish I was still in it. But it's so many red candles. It's probably going to hit this target before it bounces. It really likes to do 2R. JD, I feel like I can almost set it and forget it on a 2R basis. But, I got to get at least 1R in there to pay for losers. So I have to take that. Most of the time I get lucky and it doesn't do this giant retracement before it goes down. It looks more like these. Well, not that one. That's a big retracement too. But a lot of times it just gives these little tails, little shadows, little wet wicks, and goes. All right, so CVS, it looks like it's going to make another run here to break high of day. And then what do we got back here? This is a consolidation for a while, right? Look at that. It's that resistance levels, all the way back there. So it's a pretty strong resistance level, high of day plus yesterday's resistance. We'll see. We'll see if this breaks through. This could be huge. All right, traders. So I changed my mind. CVS. This is what we're going to do. CVS gives me another little push back up here. This prints 150. I'm going to close my position, and then I'm going to put an order in to get back in if it breaks high of day. Just in case we get rejected, then I can maximize my speed bump. But if it does break through, I can get back in and let it ride. So that's going to be the plan here. So if we push up a little more, or I could just do it right here, I guess. Only down 200. It's not bad. But I believe it's going to give another little push into there. So I'm going to wait for that push in. And I'm going to flatten. All right, I may just flatten it right here. All right, we're going to take that. So we got our 190, 199 loss on CVS. And now I'm going to go ahead and put an order in for 84.24 to get back in. So now I maximize my speed bump for the most part. You know, I miss out on this, you know, there's a few pennies here, 1,200 shares, just a few pennies of loss, 30 bucks. So, you know, I miss out on that little bit of extra money, but it's better to miss out on that than to give back my speed bump gains, you know. So I cut that loss almost in half. So way better, or at least down by $150, I cut it down. So way better to take that and take what I know than to sit here hoping and wishing that it's going to break high of day, because I don't know that it's going to do that. I mean, look at this support resistance level. It's been pretty strong. The more times it hits it, more likely it is to break through, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen now, and I don't want to ride it back down. So take my money. Speed bump the purpose of the speed bump is to recover a portion of your loss, not necessarily all of it. So we did recover a huge chunk of that. So next trade on CVS, I'll stick with the same risk reward, if not bigger, because we just had a loss. And we haven't had one in a very long time anyway with CVS. I probably shouldn't have gone that big in share size. But the success rate is so high typically. Of course, when I scale up, it decides to do that. But that's how trading is, right? So I'll definitely maintain the same thing next time. So I'll risk around 350 on CVS, 400 CVS next trade. Actually more, because now we just had a loss. So I'll probably risk 500 for CVS next trade, if it's on a normal day trading strategy, not the switchback. So although we do have our you know, switch and switchback here, so that's also like a double loser. So I probably could do both, scale up big time. So we'll see though. We maybe have a full recovery here. If it's going to break through high of day, it's just if it just breaks through and there's a little fake out breakout, that's going to kind of be a bummer, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're back in CVS. So we got our little breakthrough. And then we'll move our stop back down here, 84.02. We're long, so we're going to sell to get out. With CVS breaking out above high of day and breaking out above this what has been resistance, I fully expect it to run to this target here. So it could turn out to be a really nice winner on CVS. And then JD, yep, it loves to get the 2R. You know, did it without me, but all good. All right, looks like we might get stopped out at CVS. So we had that opportunity to recover a bunch of this. Whoa, that's rough. Giving back all that recovery. We had our breakout, pull back, shaking the tree basically. Continued higher. I was in profit. Could have got out for a much reduced loss in the day. It would have been a really nice speed bump, but I stayed because it looks like we're showing a classic higher high, higher low scenario. But now we're about to break that down. So it is what it is. We'll get out, take our loss. I'll risk 500 on this trade, the next trade, to make it right back, and it won't be a big deal. But it will give us a red day. All right, so there we go. So we're out of CVS, taking a $500 loss, but I'll risk it on the next trade and we'll get it right back. All right, buddy, so that's the end of the day for me. It's 1 o'clock. Wow. So 1 o'clock already. NUG never set up. Traded on the simple switch to the long side only, and it never gave me permission for any trades. So no trades for NUG. And then we had APPS. I was really hoping would be a trade today. And no trades on APPS. Got switches, but no permission. And then we traded QCOM over here. So we traded on the switch, right? I didn't get greedy. Look what happened. And then I wish I traded on the switchback, because that would have been a nice secondary winner. But didn't do it. So we just took our nice win there, 157. Then JD, we had our nice little win here. So on the short side, JD, I was going to start going big on JD, and I didn't do it today. Should have did it. Would have been a nice winner. Would have been a nice winner if I would have got out down here too, right? But either way, at least 2 winners right there. Should have probably shut my computer off at that point, but I didn't. I traded the last ticker in the portfolio, CVS. All right, CVS. So what did you do to us? CVS was great, actually. I just didn't trade it very well at all, as you can see. So anyway, we had a simple switch day trading strategy. We had our switch to the short side. We had permission, and then we jumped in, and it went down a little bit, but then it went straight rejection after that. Speed bump, but thinkorswim sometimes it says I can't speed bump it because I don't have buying power. But you see that I got stopped out, and then I bought right in at a higher price. I definitely have buying power, but sometimes it does that to you. I don't know why. Anyway, speed bumped it, went up, hit the target, which is that's all I can really ask for. Which recovered a good chunk of my loss. Should have recovered a good chunk of my loss. But it's CVS, and I have such a high success rate on the simple switch day trading strategy with it to the short side, especially in the morning like this, that on the next setup I'll just do $500 risk and be good to go, recover it completely, as long as it happens on a day that I'm trading. If not, then is what it is. All right, so there you go. So that's today. So let's see how this actually affected us for the day and the portfolio. Let's go over there. Okay, so here we are with the log. So with all that madness, we only end up with $97 loss today. So that first CVS trade cost me $370. The next trade $265. So I pretty much recovered most of my day. Like I should have been done with CVS. And then the scaling ladder on that didn't really hurt us too bad. So we're still in a good approach to our 500. All right, everybody, I'm going to shut it down today. I will actually probably not be trading tomorrow. I'm going to make some phone calls. I may not be trading tomorrow. Then I'll probably trade Thursday, and then I won't be trading on Friday. So that's what the schedule looks like. I got to do some scheduling. But all right, everybody, have an awesome day. See you.